7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, welcome to IFB. It's Interfleet Broadcasting, a news and pop culture sci-fi entertainment channel. Stop that. Brought to you by two older guys that grew up watching 70s and 80s TV, movies, cartoons. We love talking and sharing with you all about that stuff. I'm New York Pete. This is my best buddy, Chris.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back. I'm out of the Arcta at the outer outpost. I'm back in the base star, which is much more comfortable and much better equipped than the outpost I was inspecting for in a month. And no more outpost for a bit, I hope.
Yeah.
So
well, it is what it is. Welcome everybody.
It was what it was. How's that?
Yes, that's correct. Good. As a matter of fact, we have the usual suspects are on, and I got to make sure that we mention all of our live viewers. Jeff Walters popped on first. Professor Eric Patton, thanks for joining us again. Carl Cullenschmidt from BSG Team Viper is on. Baz from Down Under is watching us live. Nugget Man, how are you? Good to see you. Thank you for tuning in. We got Chuck Davenport, one of our very own team members. Thanks, Chuck, for joining us. And Chris Laskowski's on, also from Australia. Thank you. Lola, of course.
Her name was Lola.
Would have been, that's right.
She
George
was
G
a
in the house.
showgirl.
Charlene Donatello. Yeah. And, of course, Commander Kane Paul Rotter. Thank you for joining us, sir. And Chris Marshall, man. Chris, what's up? We got Chris and Chuck in the same place at one time. I think it's a time paradox. Thanks for joining us, guys. Much appreciated. And Mediocre Modeler. Hello, all. What's up, IFB brothers and sisters? What's up, my man? I'm glad you're here. Outstanding. We have it's full. We got a full house. We got a bunch of stuff going on, and Bubbles, of course. So we're going to have two authors. We got Tiny Bean Tara. We have, of course, our very, very own good friend and supporter and BSG and Star Wars aficionado, Mr. Chris Fian from the 501st Legion Empire City Garrison Commander is with us to give us our Star Wars update. So it's really, Paul says, I have one stuffed pulled the string Daggett.
Oh,
Dude.
He's got one of the Daggets that you can pull the string on. Cool.
You got to record what it says, dude, because I know it has. If it still works, you got to record.
Still works, yeah. I gotta get one of those
awesome.
someday.
All right, cool. Well, welcome everybody. Thanks for joining us. Everyone that's watching us live, thank you. And then, of course, everybody that's going to watch us later on, also thank you for joining in. John Van Gostein, John 1, our very own. Thank you, John, for tuning in as well. Please pop on and say hello so that we can recognize and acknowledge you live. So, without further ado, I expect that Fran will probably come on in a minute or two. But in the meantime, let's do a little bit of the customary toast and a little bit on what we're drinking.
So I'll let Pete show and I'll read.
Yes,
so here's Pete.
There you go. Boom.
We both have the same. Once again, we thank the supporters for the alcohol tonight, and that supporter would be Fran.
Yep, that's right.
Super fan Fran. We are drinking Old Rasputin, the Russian Imperial Stout, and that's from North Coast Brewing Company. They're an independent brewing company, and they are located in Fort Bragg, California, not to be confused with Fort Bragg, North Carolina. So that's two totally different places, and the alcohol volume is 9% tonight. So Pete will be zooming.
Heavy, yes, I will be. That's right.
zoom in. And you know what? Do I have a... Oh, crap.
Oh, boy. You ready? Let's do it.
Looks like I'll be drinking out of the bottle tonight.
Oh.
Well, I could drink out of the cup, but
Ew.
I didn't wash it out last time.
Ew. Oh,
it's a nice shiny brown at the bottom, though.
Oh, is it? I thought you could say green.
No.
Hey, Matt, what's up? Thanks for joining us, man. Don't do that. Just open it, man. Let's do it.
Okay. Hang on.
Okay.
You fly my Star Trek thing in. I know it's Star Wars night, but hey, Star Trek thing.
Ready?
Ready.
1, 2, 3. Okay, cool. I gotta drink out of the bottle, you snob. Okay. Well, you're not pouring. I am. Look, I'm using the Cylon glass again.
Again, because the Cylons rule and Colonials rule.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I'm using the Cylon glass tonight too.
Yeah, you are.
I'm going to pour it.
Chocolate syrup, man. What the heck? Oh,
it's
boy.
a stout.
Oh my! What the heck? Look at that.
It's a Russian stout.
The pattern on it? The heck? That's weird.
Russian
Fancy
stout.
bottles of grog. That's exactly
wait a minute.
What it is.
Old Rasputin develops a cult following wherever it goes. It's intense brew with a big complex flavors and warming finish. I forgot this part of it.
Old Rasputin, Matt
brewed in the tradition of the 8th century English breweries who supported the Russian court of Catherine the Great. I didn't know there was a Catherine the Great.
Baz says if you pour into a glass, make sure you put your pinky up. So this is...
So a real man just takes it by the bottle.
So we are now going to... Look at that. Okay.
Is it got too much of a foam on it for you?
It does. Yeah. So therefore, I'm going to drink out of the bottle until that settles.
Anyways, we appreciate everybody being here. And as we always say, this is for the fans. Fans do fuel the fleet. And that's important to us to recognize that because it's the fans who make the fandoms and make everything go forward in the world of science fiction, pop culture, and everything else. So here's to you because fans fuel the fleet.
Hey, Fran. Thanks for the drinks. Fans fuel the fleet. Okay. Wow. Yeah, that's something. Chris, man. Blue Moon, nice. Belgian white. Oh, this and yeah. Oh man, that's Blue Moon, like Blue Moon, very good. Cheers, everybody. Fran, thanks for tuning in. I knew you were coming. And oh wow, this is pretty good. I want to have another sip of this.
It's nice and thick.
I like it. Anyway,
that's
so
got a good,
guys,
almost like a not a coffee taste to it, but definitely
it's really good.
A good stout taste to it. I think it's better than
Okay, Carl.
Will you not let me finish? Jeez.
No.
It's better. Never mind. Move
hey,
on.
Sean, what's up? Thanks for joining us. I am cutting him off.
Here we go. Fine. Here, be that way. There you go.
Colin is on. Colin's with us. Cheers to you, sir. And Robert Baum joined us. Blue Moon, you saw me standing alone. There you go. Thanks, everybody. I appreciate it. And I guess that's it. We're all done. Good night, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. All right, you come back now, Cylon man. Get back here.
Can I talk now? Are you going to let me talk now? I mean,
go ahead.
I don't know what I have to talk now. Anyways, this Pete downs more of it. 9%, Pete. Remember, if you down that thing, you're going to be drunk tonight. Pete's celebrating today, by the way, so.
It's all good.
Yep.
All good.
Pete needs to celebrate with a couple of these tonight.
Yeah, you know that. You have to talk like a Cylon. Yes. Imagine if we could actually do that.
Actually, if you drink 2 of these, your eye goes back and forth. I always wanted to make a beer that was called Red Eye and then have yeah.
That'd be cool. All right, so we have we got a lot going on.
We got a lot tonight. We're busy.
That's right. Drunk Pete means really epic show. That's right, mediocre. By the way,
because Pete stops talking and Chris takes over. That's why.
Is Tiny Bean on?
Let me check. there's somebody in a green room with blonde hair, and they look very excited. Very, very excited, as a matter of fact. So I guess she's on. So hang on, let me get the audio running. There we go. Now we can try this button. And look at that.
Hey!
It does work. Okay, we're good. Turn up the audio just a little bit.
Yes.
Hey guys.
What's up?
I got to turn it down a little bit now. There we go. All
Are
right.
we good?
I think so. Well, are we good or everything functional? Yes.
Everything functional. I don't know. That 9% beer looks pretty sweet.
It's thick.
It's gonna be some night.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be rocking.
Love it. Love it.
Thick beer. So I didn't have a chance to look through these, so this ought to be interesting.
Okay.
So,
should be pretty easy, I hope.
Well, we'll find out, won't we?
We certainly will. Good times, the magic of live theater. Anything could happen.
Congratulations, by the way, I heard. So.
Oh, yes, thank you.
Congratulations. Congrats, Tara. I told everybody should know you got your you got another I don't know, another 100 pounds on your back.
Yeah, seriously. It's all good though, but I am tired.
So you're in charge of you're directing, producing with Nutcracker is.
The art center that I work at, we do the ballet Nutcracker every year with a lot of different dance groups in the area, and obviously with COVID, we haven't really been able to do much in the last couple of years. So this is kind of our big hurrah back, and we open Thanksgiving weekend. So I will be helping to run tech and rehearsals for the next couple of weeks on that, and I just had another show close, so Yeah, good times. But it's really fun. It really is. It's great to see so many kids having a good time up on a stage. It's always fun to see. So
cool, very cool.
Thanks.
Awesome. Break a leg and keep us posted. So we're proud.
I will. Oh, thank you so much, guys.
Let me know if you want to live stream it. I'll drive up.
All right, that would be amazing. You guys should have seen. I just directed a bunch of young kids doing Schoolhouse Rock live.
Ooh,
so
I love Schoolhouse.
I'm just a bill. Yes, that I'm just a bill. Junction, all the good stuff.
But that doesn't include a hanker for a hunk of cheese. That's a different one. So
no.
A hanker for a slab or slice or chunk of. A hanker for a hunk of cheese. Yahoo! There's it.
Good times, man.
Oh boy.
So yeah.
For us.
Thank you. Yeah, I got some fun stuff. So let me jump right in. Good to be here as always, guys. It's always my favorite place to be. And the holiday season is fast approaching, guys. Turkey Day is only a week away. So, yeah, right? Family and friends will be gathering around. And I think that sometimes it's hard to find something to watch that everyone can get behind. So I thought it'd be nice tonight to talk about some family-friendly Thanksgiving week viewing options from the traditional to the newer. So let's start with the more traditional. The John Hughes 1987 beloved Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Now,
awesome.
It's not Thanksgiving for me without watching Planes, Trains 2 days before. That's just me.
Well, it's not Thanksgiving for me until I watch the Lions lose. So.
Oh, yeah. Right. But now I swear Planes, Trains, and Automobiles is an even bigger hit now than it was back then. And every year I hear more and more people say that they include this in their holiday viewing every year. And it's no surprise. It stars the always wonderful, wild and crazy guy, Steve Martin, and the late, great John Candy, who I still miss. Yes. In this film, Uncle Buck, and they both said that this was their favorite film of the films that they made. So really? That says a lot. Cool. Yeah. It also includes a host of incredible actors in bit roles from Edie McClurg, Kevin Bacon, Michael McKean, Dylan Baker, tons of improv scenes that made it into the final edits. This film is laugh out loud funny. It's exacerbating, and it is incredibly touching. It has so much to say about humanity and the world we live in, and I cry every time. I have younger friends who were born after the movie was made, and they all love it, and they say that every time they hear the song, Every Time You Go Away, they think of this film. Which, although the film uses a different version on the soundtrack than the hit Paul Young version, but that's a different story altogether. But now, remember, this one is PG-13, guys, for a bit of language. You all know the scene I'm talking about, so fast forward that one if you have little ones around.
How about those bears? Yeah, those bears. Yeah.
But otherwise,
pillow. Is that a pillow between my legs?
Yeah.
got it. But otherwise, solid choice all around. I think everyone will enjoy that one.
Oh, that's
now, right? I mean, new out in theaters on Wednesday, the night before Thanksgiving, is Steven Spielberg's new offering, The Fabelmans. Now, this is a semi-autobiographical film about a young boy in post-World War II America who wants to be a filmmaker after his parents take him to see the greatest show on earth. In his journey as an amateur filmmaker, he also discovers some family secrets. And this is supposed to be an enchanting and real coming-of-age story, in Spielberg's words, that shows the power of cinema. And I think that's important for us because, by inference, it also shows the power of fandoms to heal us. So keep your eye on this one, guys. It has an incredible cast. Michelle Williams, Paul Dano, Seth Rogen, Judd Hirsch, and oh yeah, David Lynch is in this. So
Wow.
yeah, check out the trailer, guys. Lots of Oscar buzz here. So yeah, a more serious piece to consider for your holiday viewing pleasure, but sure to be a heartwarming one. It is Spielberg, after all. Now, last up is a film that completely surprised me. I had a rough night recently.
Awesome.
You saw it? Holla. Okay. Recently coming home late after a kid's rehearsal, I was really downtrodden, and I was like, I just need some mindless comedy, and I found myself in front of Netflix watching this new animated film, The Bad Guys.
It's awesome.
Okay. It is awesome. This is something I would generally not pick to watch of my own accord. Well, I was shocked. I mean, completely shocked. Especially when I slowly realized that the opening scene was modeled after the opening scene in Pulp Fiction. A cartoon. Mind blown, all right? Now, it's details like this one that separate this from the realm of, oh, it's just a kid's cartoon. And it doesn't stop there. It's based on the children's book of the same name by Aaron Blavey. DreamWorks has knocked this one out of the park. And it's all about the bad guys in stories. Mr. Wolf, Mr. Snake, Mr. Shark, you get the idea. Note the Reservoir Dogs similarity here, yep. Wink, wink. Here they are planning a big heist a la Ocean's 11 style. It is hilarious. It is well thought out. It's better written than most live-action films that try to do the same thing. And it stars the voice talents of Sam Rockwell, Mark Maron, Hamilton's Anthony Ramos, and Craig Robinson. And this is truly a fun romp for all ages. So get the kids, get the grandkids, get them around when the festivities are coming to a close, and enjoy this one. You can thank me later and save me some pie. All right. So now, in the realm of my usual agenda of viewing stuff for the fleet, let's talk about the new season of Manifest. I don't know if you guys are all watching yet, because yes, it is fully resurrected from oblivion by Netflix, and the first half of the jumbo final season has quickly risen to the top of the Netflix charts. We talked about this one before a few times. It's very similar to Lost. It's about the plane that disappears with brother and sister Michaela and Ben Stone, arrives back years later, etc. Mystery surrounding the disappearance and its repercussions continue to have a ripple effect on the world. So much to tie up here in a final season. I definitely suggest going back and watching the prior seasons to catch up. Manifest is fun. It really is fun. Though it can be somewhat confusing. It's a little sloppy. There are red herrings abound. Plot points get kind of lost or shifted, but it is still really enjoyable. So if you're looking for a good sci-fi mystery binge series to check out what all the buzz is about, hop aboard the Manifest plane with me and tell me what you think. Now, my last review for tonight, I was finally able to catch Jordan Peele's Nope. Now, I am trying to catch up on anything I may have missed before I do my year-end recap of the 2022 best picks next month on IFB, and I just was not able to catch this one until now. And boy, am I glad I did. This film is really good. If you needed further evidence that Jordan Peele is the new M. Night Shyamalan, well, here you go. Brother and sister OJ and Emerald, played by Daniel Kaluuya and Keke Palmer, are dealing with the sudden and mysterious accidental death of their father, a famous Hollywood horse trainer, and trying to figure out how to keep the family business going, all while something scary appears to be moving in the vast clouds over their California Valley ranch. It's not long before the siblings decide to survive. Maybe it would be a good idea to get this UFO on film. They need what they call the Oprah shot, and they set out to get it. So, now, this film, it is definitely an enjoyable ride. It is full of symbolism, it thrills, it chills, and it will make you laugh. When OJ finally utters the word nope at one critical point in the film, I literally said it at the exact same time as he, and I couldn't stop laughing. It gets stranger and more interesting as it goes. It may not be Peele's best film, although it's definitely a contender, but it is surely his most fun. And it looks like it'll have a spot on Tiny Means 2022 must-see list. It's available to rent on Amazon Prime. It's totally worth it, and it is still cheaper than going out to the theater. And
Amen.
P.S., right? Seriously. Now, before I go, guys, just a reminder, $18.99 finally dropped here on Netflix today. Yes. So I will be staying up late to catch this.
Well,
Did you say you started already?
I haven't started it yet.
Yes, I watched the first 10 to 15 minutes of it. And I don't know, it's strange. It's strange.
I'm trying to remember.
Yeah. Something's up.
I mean, it's some of the best reviews for a Netflix show since Squid Game.
Really?
And it's like
That
off
says
the
a
hook.
lot.
Yeah. And season 2 has already been announced. So that's a good sign.
Which is weird,
I think
because Netflix usually cancels everything right after they say, something's really good. We got to cancel that.
Well, this dropped overseas, and we talked about this a few weeks back, but it dropped overseas before it hit here, and it just like reviews off the charts out there. So, yeah, if it's another Squid Game, just count me in. And I really liked Dark, and these are the guys who created Dark. So, really excited to check this out.
I remember the show I just started last night on Netflix. It's oh my gosh.
Oh, come on.
Exactly. It came out. It's new. It was number 2 on the watch yesterday. It's like it's a guy who goes back and looks at these strange places and talks about how we lost a civilization.
Ancient. I saw the whole thing. I loved it, but I'm that kind of geek. I love history and I love prehistory.
It's like eight different episodes of it, and it talks about the Incas and the Mayans and
the apocalypse,
ancient apocalypse. That's it. Yes.
About how the flood and how the different groups have a different flood. I've been reading up on this stuff for a long time in regards to to Atlantis and the different different theories and the different people across the world, and how did this group over here learn to speak the same word for this specific thing than this group over here did when they were separated by this ocean, which hey, it wasn't, maybe they weren't separated by ocean, maybe there was a connection bridge with everything else before the flood, and then maybe there were some really smart people that were that kind of taught these people to stop being hunter-gatherers and started to be farmers and cattle people. instead of doing the hunter-gathering thing, and who taught them how to do that, where did they get the information from. Really, I've always been really kind of interested in that. And, I think that's because the Cylons landed, and
I was waiting for
maybe it was the Colonials that landed, but the Colonials landed, told them about, maybe it was an errant spaceship that got off course and crashed or whatever else, but
But no, Chris, I'm so glad you watched this, because I binged the whole. I got into it and I was like, I'm binging this whole series, and
I've been 3 episodes into it. Fell asleep last night, but in the middle of the last one, but the third one, I should say. So
Cool.
very cool. I really enjoy the thoughts behind that. It's I always enjoy the.
Thanks for the swoop on Nope, Tara. I've been wondering about that one.
So, good. Okay, let me know what you think when you check it out. I'm really pleased that I got around to seeing it finally. So yeah.
Paul,
and
he was getting into Night Sky and they canceled it. So.
I know that was a great show. Once again, got a great show. We need to cancel. They're as bad as Sci-Fi. The Sci-Fi Network, they're just as bad. So.
But I mean, at least Netflix brought back Manifest from another, So
well, that's the way Amazon brought back Expanse from.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It was Expanse Amazon Netflix, right?
Thanks for joining us, Michael Morlock. Of course, George G is on, and I think I'm caught up. Thanks everybody for comments. A lot of stuff going on in the chats. Tara, thank you so much for the update, and looking forward to the wrap up. And
the 2022 wrap up segment. We have to put that on our 6-hour show, right?
Yes, right. Oh my gosh, yeah, absolutely.
So cool. So now you got to leave us and get ready to go take care of all those kids doing the nutcracker.
I know. All
and
my
that
little
must be,
ones,
I swear, that must be like herding cats with ADD.
Oh yes, that would be easier than what I do sometimes.
Oh boy!
But very enjoyable, guys. Very enjoyable.
A room full of cats with ADD. That's all you need.
When it's like, as soon as my Schoolhouse Rock kids were over, I was like, oh, I miss them. And a week ago, I was like,
I don't miss them anymore.
Sarah, thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
And let's talk soon, okay?
Absolutely. I'll be watching, guys. Can't wait to see Chris. Right. Have a good night, guys. We'll see you later.
Good night.
All right. So without further ado, we have Mr. Chris Fian from the 501st Legion. Empire City Garrison Commander Chris Fian is going to give us the Star Wars update. And let's do this, because I'm anxious to hear some of your insights. Chris, welcome to the show. And,
hey guys, nice to see you guys. And I want to say thank you again for dropping by our booth at Comic-Con.
Oh, that was great.
We were very successful. We raised over $10,000 for Make-A-Wish.
Wow.
And thank you for contributing and making that happen. We partnered with the Saber Guild and the Mandalorian Mercs and the Rebel Legion to raise that amount, and it was unbelievable. We hit it out of the park that weekend.
I still know that I had the winning numbers, but somehow I don't know what happened. You didn't pick them, so
I didn't pick them. I don't know why.
Yes, because it was
It's because I was Cylon. It wasn't. I like Cylons, and that's the problem. I see what it is now. I see how it goes.
All right,
it's anti-Cylon thing.
Yeah,
that's it.
Go ahead. All right, Bubbles.
I'll kick it off with current events and what's going on right now in Star Wars, and that is the show Andor. That has been rather well received, but there is some dissension among Star Wars fans as to whether or not the show is exactly everything we hope for. I don't think anybody would argue that it's an action-packed show, because it's not. It is slow-moving. It's very intricate. It's very scintillating in its conversations, but a lot of it is conversations, and it has divided some Star Wars fans. I particularly like the conversations. I think they're very interesting. I think they're very insightful. They give you a little more insight into the world of Star Wars and what happened behind the scenes in the Rebel Alliance. But even I was getting a little bored over some of the discussions about trying to get a loan, about this isn't really a spoiler because we all know that Andor is going to make it to Rogue One, but at one point he gets put in prison, and he's in prison for like 3 episodes with literally nothing happening. So I found that kind of frustrating. On the positive side, there was a lot of callbacks, a lot of throwbacks to Rogue One and other Star Wars history. Saw Gerrera makes an appearance in the show, who we saw as the Resistance leader in Rogue One. One of the characters from Rogue One, one of the Resistance fighters, shows up in the prison and then later shows up in the last episode that he gets out of the prison. He escapes with him. The actor's name was Duncan Powell. He played Melshi in the original Rogue One. So it was interesting to see one of his comrades in Rogue One was actually somebody he was imprisoned with who escapes with him out of this prison. So it's a mixed bag. It seems to have, as we mentioned, I think on the last episode when I gave my update, that the writers had said that these were going to be 3 or 4 episode arcs culminating in an episode. We saw that in the first 3 episodes, culminated with a big showdown on the planet with Andor. The next 3 episodes, the 2 leading up to him, were, in my opinion, very boring, with him training and him getting ready for the heist and him, training in the mountains. It was very long, very involved. We got to know some characters that we thought were going to go on later in the show, and then they have the big finale, which was very good when they actually do their heist. And that episode was stellar. So it was a lot to get to that action. And we saw that again with the prison episodes, and we're seeing that again leading up to the finale. There's been a couple of slow episodes, and hopefully the finale, episode 12, which is next week, will really pull it all together and give us an explosive final episode. So again, it's a mixed bag. If you like procedural type stuff, if you like a lot of scintillating conversation, something like The West Wing or House of Cards, then this is that, but in Star Wars. Not as much action, not as much adventure as a lot of fans had hoped for. There was one other interesting callback I want to mention. Let me just get the name right. In the last episode that just aired, episode 11, there was a really cool ship that shows up at one point called a Catwell class arrestor. It's a giant, like, battle station type Imperial ship. What's very interesting is that was an original drawing that was made for the original Star Wars that was never used by an artist who passed away last May named Colin Cantwell. So it's cool. It's very cool that they kind of honored him, used one of his designs for that ship. And a lot of Star Wars fans who know about the history and have seen some of those early sketches were very jazzed about that. So again, they're treating the Star Wars brand with a lot of care, but I would have liked to see a lot more action. The big surprise was that even though that show's been kind of lackluster, the ratings have been a little spotty from what I understand in the trades. They are going to try to push the show a little more by showing it on all their affiliate stations over Thanksgiving weekend. They're showing it on ABC, FX, and Hulu to try to get the first 2 episodes, to try to get people into it and try to get people to subscribe to Disney Plus. I think it's going to backfire horribly because the first 2 episodes were very slow and didn't have a lot going on. It wasn't until the 3rd episode that things really started to pick up. And then they slowed down again, and then they picked up again in the 6th episode. So the way that cyclical cycle of the show works, and the way they have arcs and like crescendos every time everything comes together, showing the first 2 episodes, I don't think is really going to hook people, but we'll see what happens. Maybe that'll give it a little more wider audience, get some more ratings, get some more people subscribed to Disney Plus, and keep this Star Wars train going. Because even though for me it was a mixed bag, I still want to see more Star Wars, and I'll pick and choose what I like the best out of the Star Wars series that come out. The big surprise was that the show nobody was really caring about, the animated shorts series. It's 6 episodes at 15 minutes a piece. It's called Tales of the Jedi, was actually spectacular. I don't know if you guys have seen that yet. It's very short. It's only a total of about 90 minutes. It's 6 short 15-minute episodes. It goes through the birth of Ahsoka and an experience she has when she's a baby, which was cute as heck and very informative about some of her past. It has 5 other episodes, one that involves Count Dooku and Kai Gwynn when Kai Gwynn was younger, and then another one right around the time of the prequels. And it kind of shows his descent, Count Dooku's descent into the dark side. It was very informative, very enlightening, very well written, and action-packed. For an animated series, it was the perfect thing to tie a lot of the loose threads between the prequels and the Clone Wars cartoons together and make everything much more cohesive. It was produced by Dave Filoni, and it shows because it was absolutely stellar. I would recommend that anybody who's at all interested in some of the history and some fill-in for some of those in-between stories, it was a great miniseries, and definitely check it out. Again, it's called Tales of the Jedi. All 6 episodes are available right now on Disney+. The other things coming out on the horizon, we did get a date for Mandalorian. It's going to be February 22nd, 2023. We saw the trailer. Everybody went nuts about the trailer. There was a lot of Bo-Katan action. There was a lot of baby Grogu action. So people are very excited about The Mandalorian. And there's been rumors that around Christmas time, they're going to release another trailer that's even deeper and has more scenes from the new episodes. So people are really getting very excited about that. We also heard some more information about Skeleton Crew. There was some leaks with some behind-the-scenes photos. We saw some speeder bikes and what looked like possibly some biker scouts, scout troopers floating around. So we're excited that might be a very interesting show and might be better than we might even have expected, because really we don't have a lot of expectations for it. That show pretty much came out of nowhere and just kind of appeared. So we're excited to see how that show takes shape. There's also been some more word on details for The Acolyte. We already know some details of the plot, but some more casting decisions have come out, including Dean Charles Chapman, who's a famous British actor. He was in 1917. So they're really bringing together an all-star cast for that series, and it's supposed to start shooting shortly. So we do hope to see that near the tail end of 2023, the beginning of 2024, along with at some point in 2023, Ahsoka. Ahsoka, I think this Tales of the Jedi is a perfect lead into Ahsoka. She was heavily featured in 2 or 3 of the episodes on that Tales of the Jedi. So I think that's going to be very exciting, and I think people are going to really respond to it. It's going to be another like kind of spin-off of The Mandalorian, and it's a character that everybody was excited to see in live action, and they're going to continue that with the Ahsoka series, and we'll see how that plays out. On the film front, there have been some interesting rumors. Again, these are rumors, nothing concrete, nothing official from Disney, the Disney camp or Lucasfilm. But David Lindelof appears to have been tapped to write the next series of movies that Taiki Waititi is supposed to direct. There has been some rumors that it might take place after Rise of Skywalker. Again, none of that's confirmed, but people are getting excited because Damon Lindelof is a skilled writer. He did an incredible job with Lost. I think he did a great job with the Watchmen series. We'll have to see what he does and see if he can pull off something really exciting for the next chapter in the Star Wars film verse. One other side thing I want to talk about Star Wars movies is there's a movie that I personally have been following and waiting for it to come out for 10 years. Wow. I don't know if you've ever heard of this movie. It's an independent movie called 5/25/77, and it stars John Francis Daly, who you might know from, I think he was in Bones, and he was also before that in Freaks and Geeks. This movie was shot with him when he was still like 20 years old. He's now like 30. So this movie had been in the can for almost 9 years, and because of some licensing difficulties, some financing difficulties, the director having trouble getting it released, it never got released. And it's kind of a semi-autobiographical story of a kid in around that time in 1977 when Star Wars comes out, who's an aspiring filmmaker, and how Star Wars kind of inspired him to pursue his dreams. The director's Patrick Reed Johnson, and I'll just read you one review that I think sums up why I'm so excited about this movie. Daly's tremendously appealing and charming turn as this affable protagonist perpetuates the pleasant, easygoing vibe. Johnson delivers an impressively enthralling stretch detailing Pat's trip to Hollywood, a heartfelt drama that really is a loving ode to geekdom everywhere. It really looks like it's going to be a very exciting movie that people would want to see if you have any interest in Star Wars, because it's featured heavily in the movie. It's actually coming out finally after a decade on November 22nd. It's going to be available on Blu-ray and shortly after on streaming. So I'm excited to check that out and just finally see what all the hoopla was about. It had garnered a lot of positive reviews and a lot of fanfare about 8 years ago, and then it just kind of disappeared and never got distributed, never got released. So this independent movie is finally coming out the end of November. So I'm very excited about that. With the 501st, we've been going strong. We did Comic-Con, and as I mentioned, we did very well for the Make-A-Wish Foundation at Comic-Con. We have a few other events coming up this month. In the New York area, we have our Polar Plunge for Special Olympics at Cedar Beach this Saturday. We have a few other events coming up, including one at the Bay Terrace Shopping Center in Queens on December 4th and the 17th and 18th, which is a Santa's workshop where they're going to be collecting toys for needy kids all around the New York area. We're also going to be doing a very special party for the Cerebral Palsy Association at the Chateaubriand on December 11th. It's called the Sugar Plum Ball and Galactic Gala. It's going to feature both princesses and Star Wars characters, and all the money raised there is going to the Cerebral Palsy Association. You can find out more about that if you're in the New York area at cpnassau.org. And if you'd like to find out anything about what we're doing in the local 501st Legion in New York, we're at 501ecg.com. And if you're interested on a national level or even an international level, you can check out 501st.com for what's going on in your local garrison. So we've been busy and we're going to keep busy, and we want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving and a happy holiday season this December.
Thank you very, very much, Chris. Much appreciated. As always, very thorough. If you get a chance, a lot of the guys chatting it up, sending all kinds of quick comments about all the different Star Wars stuff, including the Christmas special.
Yeah, I think Jeff.
Oh yeah, and today is Life Day, so thanks for having me on Life Day. It's when the Christmas special aired. Originally was November 17th.
Exactly. Yep. So I'm gonna definitely look into.
Gotta love Grandpa Wookie.
That Grandpa
you
Wookie.
have to love Itchy, the old grandpa. You have to love him, and his VR porn scene with. It was just unbelievable. We were just talking about, me and some of the guys were talking about it earlier today, and we're just going back and forth like, I can't even believe they did that.
And there you go.
And Harvey Korman's just ridiculous, and B. Arthur's ridiculous. The whole thing, if you haven't seen it, just see it and try not to burst out laughing and go, how the heck did this even air on television? It is a travesty, and there's no wonder that Lucas buried it. Just on a side note for that, the only good thing to come out of that entire ridiculous special was the Faithful Wookiee, the cartoon that was featured and splintered throughout the Christmas special. That one cartoon is actually available on Disney Plus, and you can check it out in full, DVD.
They won't let you watch this holiday
720p quality. That's actually available, and that cartoon is actually interesting, and it marks the first appearance of Boba Fett. It is a very interesting cartoon to check out. Check it out. It's called The Faithful Wookiee, and it is available on the extras on Disney Plus, some of the extras and forgotten material from Star Wars, along with the Ewok Adventure and the Ewok Battle for Endor and some other material from the late 70s, early 80s that's finally made its way to Disney Plus.
Absolutely. Chris, keep January 6th, 2023 in mind. We're going to have our 6-hour marathon starting at 6 p.m. going to midnight. And we would love very much to have you come on. And that would be the perfect excuse to dig into not only 501 matters, but maybe we could talk some Battlestar stuff.
You got it. Whatever you guys need.
Cool.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Chris. As usual, top notch, man. Thank you very, very much. And we'll see you soon.
Thanks for having me, guys. Have a great night.
Always. Take care.
And happy Life Day.
Happy Life Day.
Take care, sir.
Take care, Chris.
And fans feel the fleet.
Fans feel the fleet. All right, there we go. There, yeah, he's got the mug. Outstanding.
Oh.
Thanks, Chris. Out, man. Love him. Love him. Yeah, we had a good time at New York Comic Con, and you guys all know that personally, I met Chris Fian decades ago when he was leading the BSG movement. So we're gonna have him back, and we'll do the marathon, and I think we'll have a really really good time with that. Looking forward to that. As a matter of fact, we also have some other guests. I'm not sure if they're in the green room yet or not. That's okay. So we'll see if they pop up or not. We may have had a problem with overlaps in the passcodes. So we'll see. We'll try to work that out. Chris Laskowski, the Dano channel, did a live stream for the holiday special yesterday. He got cut off because the cartoon scenes was copyrighted really well. That's what happens. But yeah, that thing is really really funny. But I'm just glad to have all you guys on. Thank you for tuning in, everybody, and of course, thank you to everybody that's watching us later afterwards. Right, this is the live show, live broadcast, and then in the repeats, we have a lot of you guys watching. Thank you very very much. And so we definitely have. Hopefully, we're going to try to squeeze in, Chris, a little bit of the scrapbook. We had a couple of bad guys to go over.
Yep.
To finish that
and
up.
We have
so
a
that was
TV show to look, or what we calling it?
Yeah. Well,
what we call it?
It's a small segment, okay, and as so
I think I made it a big segment that I guess is one of my favorites.
Well, yeah, it is, and that's okay. Nothing wrong with it. So all you guys know that every week we wanted to spend just a little bit of time on, one of the shows from the past. So we were thinking of possibly alternating between stuff from, 70s and 80s and then moving forward a little bit and back and forth and sharing it with you guys as well and having kind of having some laughs and stuff with it. And we probing pop culture TV with IFB.
That's it.
And
this week catchy rhyme thing to it.
Probing pop culture TV.
TV with IFB.
Yes.
Hang on, I got to do that.
Probing.
You guys on next Thursday?
What? Hang on.
What?
Oh God.
What? Huh?
Oh my! What are you doing?
What am I doing?
Yeah, what are you doing? Listen to me.
I was doing the probing pop culture TV with IFB.
That doesn't sound right.
No, it doesn't sound right. I can do something else.
Do another one.
Check. There we go. We'll do this one.
Yes, that's the one.
Probing pop culture TV with IFB.
That's right.
Right here. Right now. Well,
right now.
Maybe later.
Okay. So, you know what? Paul, thank you, Commander Kane. Thank you for mentioning or bringing this up. You guys on next Thursday. So here in the States, next show next Thursday would be falling on a holiday known as Thanksgiving. So we're pushing it to the day before
Wednesday. Yes.
And we're gonna be doing it on the 23rd, guys. So Wednesday the 23rd is going to be the next live IFB because, of course, the 24th, which is our Thursday nights live,
Turkey Day,
is Turkey Day. It's Thanksgiving, and therefore we're going to do it the night before so that everybody can just chill out and sleep through the night or the evening because of the turkey.
Well, and most people are falling asleep during all the tryptophan anyway. So
yeah, the tryptophan, exactly. So that's
although
definitely
studies, it would take a lot of turkey to make you sleepy.
Yeah. So, but it's all psychological. Turkey Day, also known as G80 Marathon. So yes, there you go.
Gosh.
Thank you, Professor Patton.
Wow.
So yes. So
Turkey Day must also be known as G80 Marathon Day, also known as I like to torture myself day.
So let's talk.
That would be something to say. I might be something I'll have to do. I have to do a G80 marathon.
Maybe that's possible. Defiance.
It's got a microwave in it, and
yeah,
it's more of a Halloween, but
Yeah, definitely more of a Halloween. But Defiance is one of your
We're gonna do that one.
favorite shows. It's one of your favorite shows.
Yes, we are. Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna do Defiance now.
Yeah, let's do Defiance now.
Okay. I don't see
Right.
anybody else on, so
Exactly. So until we get some of our guests, we can let's do Defiance.
I even set this up. Look at that.
Yeah, that's cool. And Chris and I, we actually watched the pilot with the first episode again.
Yep.
Because I hadn't seen it in a while, and I admit that I only watched. I went into the second season and only watched a couple of episodes of the third, the final, and did not see the end of it. But Chris, you're a huge fan. You own some props.
I own some actual props from the show. I think Defiance was it was underrated. I mean, a lot of people poo-pooed on it, and it was unique. Sci-Fi Channel, of course, once again creates something that's great, and of course cancels it. Well, at least we got 3 seasons out of Defiance. But Defiance was unique because they partnered with a game company.
Wow.
And they released Defiance as a game and Defiance as the show simultaneously.
Wow.
And if you never got to play Defiance as the game, it was amazing. They just shut Defiance as the game down in 2021. No, 2021, yeah. So they just shut the servers down and you can't play it anymore, which kind of sucks. But
so it was an online game.
It was an online game. Yeah, you could fight the hell bugs and earn things. It was a really cool MMO type thing. So, but I think Defiance was very underrated. It was a very good show. I had a great time with it, and kind of show you some of the actors that were in it, actors and actresses. Can we say that? Actors. There's Stephanie Leonidas, was an Arathian girl, and it's funny that you look at that, and then you look at the gameplay. Here's the gameplay. Ready?
Yeah, which I didn't know what it was. I was like, what is that? Is that art?
So that's the gameplay of it. So there's the original and the gameplay.
That's crazy. I didn't know what that was. I was like, is that artwork, man? Look at this. Yeah.
So, and there's more gameplay here. So this is some of the other gameplay stuff that was in it. And some of the great storylines and actors. So if you haven't watched it, it's a post-apocalyptic. The world has been taken over by. It was a big war, and then of course there was a lot of the terraforming took over the world, and of course some of the the world was just terraformed in a different way than it should have been, and you got weird creatures, and you've got different things that would happen. Spaceships have crashed. And the main character, Noland, which is the guy in this picture here, I guess it would be the easy one, driving the car. That's him. He's adopted a daughter, and they go across country, and they are ark hunters, which ark hunters are, think of them as scavengers in regards to when some piece of junk from the war from the that's rotating around the world from all the battles and everything else fall to the ground. They go out, check it out. They try to find specific pieces. And of course, the story starts out with a great one of these ships landing and crashing, and they find a specific piece in there, and it's going to make them millions of dollars because it was something so rare. And of course, it's something happens after that, and then of course it goes on and everything else. But I think it was a very unique show in regards to that, and plus we've got different, so we got Arathians, we've got Datak Tar, which is this is the town of Defiance. Now the town of Defiance is old St. Louis.
St. Louis, yeah.
Yep. So it's kind of neat that they use the arch. I mean, if you look at here, you see the arch in the background, and they use St. Louis. So St. Louis has been terraformed over top of, so it's underground, and then just parts of it are still remain above ground. And we have different races that are inside Defiance. Defiance is named after a big battle that actually Noland was the
main character.
The main character was a veteran of it. So, and they were like the Defiant Few, so they named this area after them. Lots of great characters. This is Mia. Kirshner. I can't say her name. Anyways, she plays somebody who's in charge of the Need Want, and that's a house of ill repute. Let's put it that way. Right. And it's a great thing. And then of course there's different seasons go different things. The costumes in this thing are amazing. I mean, look at these Morathians. Just the costumes and the makeup and everything was just amazing. And another thing is I'm a big Dodge fan, and this show partnered with Dodge with all of their cars. So all of the cars in the show were all Dodges.
That's a police car.
Yes, that's the Defiant police car. Yeah, that's the Shield, the Lawkeeper car.
Yeah.
And then there's another picture of it there. This actually sold at auction for $10,000. I missed it. I would have bought that thing in a heartbeat for $10,000.
By the way, the show was on from April 15, 2013 to August 28th, 2015. Just to get a point of reference.
Yep. And if you still want to watch it, it's available. I have it available on. I bought all the seasons on Amazon, but I think you said it's on Roku.
Yeah, there's only 38 episodes. Yeah.
There's what?
38.
Yeah, there's quite a few episodes. It ran for a pretty good amount of time, and then it disappeared. And it was frustrating. My daughter wants to play. My daughter wanted to cosplay as her, but the problem is just nobody at the cons know who this is. You don't ever see anybody at the cons.
You got to do it anyway. You just got to do it anyway. Alfred, thanks for joining us live. You look, how many times have we gone? Well, I don't know about you, but I've gone to cons as a colonial warrior, and nobody knows who you are. You know what? Don't care. We did it. We wore jackets.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Right?
Exactly.
So we do it, and your daughter should just do that. Is this from the third? This got to be a picture from the third season.
This is the third season when the Earth Republic takes over. So the
the regular
Earth Republic takes over, and that's kind of where I got some of my I think most of my stuff that I have from the show actually comes from that season. Unfortunately, there's a couple of things I can't find inside the thing, but I have the certificates that says it was used, but I can't find it in the show.
Look at the flash on her beret.
Yeah.
You see the design?
Yep.
That kind of looks like the badge that some of them were wearing when they were outside of the city limits.
It does look like that one.
Yeah.
So do you recognize her?
She's what other show is she be on? She's been on
she
something
was on
else.
The Expanse.
Okay, yeah. She was the reporter
Yes.
on The Expanse. Yeah, That's it. Yep. Got it.
I can't remember her name off the top of my head, but very, very good show. I mean, if you haven't watched it, you're doing yourself a disservice. Go ahead and go watch it. It's got some great. It is a science fiction show. It's
definitely good.
Yeah, it's definitely not a fantasy type show or anything, or a post-apocalyptic with different zombies or anything like that in it. This is all science fiction. This is Earth is attacked. Earth is recovering. Certain races. The Castithans and everybody else get together. Awesome actors and actresses. Awesome storylines. Really good. Really good bad guys, really good guys, and I think I would describe Nolan, one of the main person, like the main actor in this is more of a Han Solo with a golden heart, is probably a best way to describe him. And then of course it'll move fast, so you're not going to fall asleep during this show. But I was really good, and of course, like I said, I'm kind of partial to it because I have. But nobody follows it. It just kills me. It's like, nobody ever talks about it. Nobody ever does any. It's like one of those forgotten sci-fi shows. It's like, what happened? It ran 3 seasons and then it just.
Yeah, it just died.
Nobody knows anything about it.
Did it continue on?
I'm sorry?
Did it go on? Was it like, were there any other,
Bollinger?
Did it live on in the comics or, graphic novels or?
Not to my knowledge. I need to check comics, though. I really do. I should check that, see if there's comics out there.
There might.
No cards.
I don't know.
No cards. No nothing. So.
Too bad.
But I'm a very big Popular fan, so this isn't an actual from the show, but this is one of my favorite pieces. Is
Oh yeah, there's the
Lawkeeper badge.
Yeah, that's right. Colin says looks interesting. I will look into it. Colin, I think you will enjoy.
Yeah,
It
and
is-
it's
good
on the Roku
sci-fi.
channel, right, for free.
Yeah, on Roku. That's where I was watching it. So
Yeah, so I
yeah,
have
I'm definitely
I
gonna
have,
catch up. So
so I have that. Let's see. Let me go full screen. Or
you
whatever.
have
Somebody else
you
will
have a
show up.
bunch of stuff.
Yeah, I've got a bunch
Where's
of stuff. Where's the what?
the signs, man? You got a bunch of signs.
Yeah, so I grabbed a bunch of signs, and this is official from Defiance. Yeah, there you go. Certificate of authenticity. This is one of the signs from the Earth Republic takeover. So this is actually I can't remember the episode I found it, but this is the Ophira Petra Hall is the store, and this is the license to operate for that store. And
that's
it has
cool.
it has a punched hole in the corner where they
That's
hung it
cool.
up on the post on the show, so you can actually see it posted up on the show. So it's kind of neat to have. It's they weren't really expensive, but it's really kind of cool. It's something that I know was on the show. It's kind of neat. And of course, there's still some things out there you can buy. Mediocre Modeler, you still on? I need help. Because I bought this a while back. And I'm too chicken to paint it.
Dude, I told you got to get an ink wash for that. And
Yeah,
that's it.
I need a step by step from Mediocre probably.
Yeah.
Mediocre Modeler. So
That'll
this is one of
solve
my
it for
favorite. I
sure.
love the gun he has in the show. It's featured throughout the entire show. It's one of the it's a very unique pistol because it was one of the military
Yeah.
people that have it. So they invented their own language in there. There's a lot of subtitles, which
Yeah.
it reminds me of the Klingon in Star Trek. Almost crossed paths there. Almost, so they almost like they created a new language, and the actors are very passionate when they use the language, but it's also a very written language. And I got another thing from the show. I don't know if I can see this from here, but
There you go. Yeah, we can see it.
So this is like, oh my gosh, what is that? So it's funny that the production company put an arrow on the back to show which way it goes and what it says. No credit.
Oh.
So you can't hang it upside down. They say, oh, it's upside down, so you have the arrow to make sure you have it in the correct position. So that's the language for no credit. So I thought
wow.
that's very unique to see the writing on the back was kind of something that's kind of cool.
Nice. Colony was set up the same way, Carl. One of my favorites. I
Oh
really
yes,
enjoyed
Colony was a
man.
really good show.
Oh heck yeah.
And then I'm going to
Paul
disconnect
says-
here for a second and get the big one out.
Yeah. Paul mentioned the truck looks like the Scrambler from Space Hunter.
Yeah.
Jeff Walters like add to it Farscape, Firefly. Crazy how they cancel the good ones. I know, man.
Yeah.
It's okay if they don't know who you are cosplaying. I've been mistaken as the Rocketeer while wearing a Colonial Warrior helmet and jacket, and someone thought I was Lando Calrissian when wearing the dress uniform with the cape. John, I feel your pain, man. I get it. John Reppert, I thanks for joining us, man. Thanks for speaking up.
So this
The
is
truth
one.
is
This
all
is
that
one.
matters.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, where is that?
This
Where
is
was
from the
that?
show as well.
What?
I have a certificate of authenticity on this one as well. It
Oh,
says,
boy.
The truth is all that matters. It's a wooden sign that hung up in the show, and I cannot find this sign anywhere in the show. So if you guys rewatch it and find the sign, tell me where it's at because I can't find it.
Oh, dude, that's a shame because that's big.
It's big. It's pretty thick. It's wooden, and
Come on.
it's a nice sign. It was nice. It wasn't that expensive, luckily. I missed out on a couple of things. If anybody wants to give me $700, I can get a sword now. Start a GoFundMe for $700.
Oh my God.
For the sword, but. And that's that's pretty much about it. I've got the badges and stuff like that, and that's all. It's hard to find anything from the show itself because, I mean, you can buy some of the credits online still on eBay, and then like I said, the Castian sword that they have a fight with, the wooden sword, is on there for $700. It was cheaper earlier. Right. I missed it by that much, and now they're reselling it, probably for twice as much as what I was looking to pay for it.
Yeah, of course they are. Matt
once again, that's our show. That's our plug for the show. Once again, a really good show. If you haven't watched it, it's something that if you really like science fiction, it's a great show. The hell bugs, the sneaky and the conniving and all the stuff that goes in behind it and the.
Oh no, there's definitely a lot of subplots and there is a little bit of the rivalry between families and. No, it's pretty cool.
And the CG's pretty good. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say CG's amazing, but the CG's pretty good. And it's definitely a good watch and something that you'll enjoy. It's something that it's different.
So Matt Ferd says can find a lot of older shows on Roku channel, 70s British show UFO and others, Doctor Who.
Yes.
Yeah.
UFO. I just rewatched some of the episodes of that. I think I was talking to Matt the other day, as a matter of fact. Matt works with me, and the UFO shows. It's got the British. Cool. They were cool, and then the girls.
Slow.
Yeah.
The
girls were
very slow, but
girls. Yeah, it was slow though. It was. It reminds me of Andor. The speed wise, not storyline wise, but speed wise is.
Nah, you know what? No, we're talking about pacing.
Yeah.
The pacing is slow 70s. Very European style, where Andor is a lot about exposition, right? There's a lot of dialogue.
Andor's more about story, getting the story pieces from the other shows into it.
Right. And the UFO is it's like Space 1999 sometimes. It's the pacing is very slow and purposely done that way.
Yeah.
Probably had something to do with, money.
It has a good backstory to it though. I mean, but once again, I like watching it because it does the same thing a lot as Battlestar Galactica did with reusing scenes, opening scenes, and those kind of things. So UFO is pretty good too.
Oh, Alfred says
he still got his Lawkeeper badge. I think we both bought him at the same time at the same con.
Would you get him?
It's heavy. This thing's
was it Cocoa Puffs? Did you get him in
heavy.
cereal?
I mean, this is metal.
Did you get him in cereal boxes? Where'd you get them?
No, it was a con. I think it was in Georgia.
Okay. Coswell,
Alfred may remember.
Thanks for coming on the show, man. Much appreciated, guys.
But what a great show! Like I said, I can't. It's one of those shows. It's like that, and like Logan's Run, and those kind of things. Just what happened? I mean, they were good. Why didn't you watch them? Why don't people talk about them? Well, Logan's Run was older, but.
Yeah, of course. But no, hey, it is what it is. And this is what the fandoms are about. We're the ones that, we enjoyed it. We go back to it. You rewatch it after a while and you find something else about it and you find others that are into it. And, this is what fandoms are about.
Yeah.
We're sci-fi fans.
Jekyll Con, yeah, that's right.
Jekyll Con. Oh, wow. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Is that where you went?
Yeah.
Whew. Wow. Cool.
So, yeah, it's if I would like to see what you think about it. If you watch it, let me know what you think. Maybe next time we'll write in what you think, or
that'd be
put a post up. Actually, I'm going to put a post up. I think with that sign. So if you do rewatch it, see if you can find it for me.
Yeah. Well, who was it? Somebody put up a question, said, if you can't see it in the show, then how do you know it was really in the show?
Oh, I've got the certificate of authenticity. It says this was used in the show of Defiance. It doesn't tell you when or where it was in the show, but it just tells you it was. There's a certificate saying, like this one.
It could have been edited out.
Yeah, it could have been edited out.
It could have been a scene that was cut out. So.
Yeah, like this one, it says certificate of authenticity, official item from the production of Defiance.
Yeah. Yep.
And it's got the
that's cool.
holographic image coin thing down here with a number on it that says, what it was.
Yep.
So,
that's cool.
And the seal.
All right.
So I've got similar items for that big sign. I'm like, I can't find it. I rewatched it a number of times. Of course, if I can honestly say, I've rewatched Defiance at least a minimum of 5 times.
Yeah.
All through all seasons. Not as much as I've watched Battlestar Galactica. I can read Battlestar Galactica. I can't count how many times I've seen every single episode of Battlestar Galactica.
Every time I rewatch either Galactica or the original Star Trek, I try not to focus on what you're supposed to be looking at, or and look over to the side so I can.
I look off the side. What's on the wall? What are they wearing?
Exactly. It's hard. Yeah. It's hard because eventually you just start looking at the same things that
wow, I never noticed that before. That's where I got into that's how I got into the glasses and the I want to say cutlery, but it's not right. The glassware from the show. I look, now I've got a collection of the glassware. I know this glass comes from that show, and I know what it originally was for, and how I found it, and the different crystal vases and those kind of things. I always look for those pieces. I've always been looking for the Adama thing that he moves across, the brass duck-looking thing that he moves across the desk.
I've seen it.
I've got to find one of those just for fun.
I had one of those in front of me once.
Oh,
I was like, look at that! That's Adama's thing, and just like laughed it off. I guess I should have gotten it.
Yeah, no kidding. It's hard to find stuff.
Yeah, no kidding. John Repper says Logan's Run TV show had good writing, but after the public had just seen Star Wars, they expected great special effects from everything. You're right. You know what? To be quite honest with you, John, I didn't finish watching. I got to go back. I'm close to finishing the series. I never got to see it as a kid. I never watched all of it, but I've gone back, and Chris and I have been talking about how I went back. Chris, did you watch three of the episodes?
Oh, I watched a number of them. Yeah, I watched them not too long ago. Yeah. I want to say less than a year ago. I watched the whole series, and then when you mentioned it again, I figured I'd watch a couple episodes. Just like when you mentioned Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea.
Yeah,
I went back and watched the first season of that. I actually bought the first season of that so I could watch it. I need to get the other seasons just so I can watch it. I've actually thumbed through a couple of things. I watched Sequest DSV the other day, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, that's cool. Fran Severin just says, every time I heard the Galactica theme, I sigh, and I'm so wistful. So much promise, so many possibilities, such a sense of loss and unfulfilled dreams. Yes, you're right.
We're going to change that.
And Fran, congratulations again. I saw some of the posts and some of the, I think you did a little video too. Fran not only is an old-time writer of fan fiction, Battlestar Galactica and Stargate and other stuff, but wasn't heavily involved in the Galactica scene, helping put together conventions, Galacticons and stuff.
She sat with Baltar, one of the people we're going to talk about
That's
tonight.
Right, with John Kalikos. And so she was just at a big event for her book. And so congratulations.
Writers of a Certain Age, I believe is what it is.
Yeah, that's right. And so that's way, way cool. Yes, he was using his Jedi powers, Jeff. That's right. Lola says she watches it. She watches BSG every night. Very cool, man. Logan had to change format at some point because when Francis fails every week, you're in a rut. That's true.
Yeah.
So,
I think I thought the foretelling piece of that I think is episode 1 or 2, where the lady inside the lady whose computer. I'm not going to do a spoiler alert, I guess. The lady who's is kind of serves the people there. I'm here to help you. I'm here to help you. Her name is Siri. So.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, Chris, do you remember the time tunnel?
No, I don't remember that show. I'm going to have to look that one up. I'm going to write it down as a matter of fact.
You got to go back and watch it, though.
Is it good? Have you seen it?
Yeah, when I was a kid.
Okay.
When I was a kid, I remember seeing some of it, reruns in the early 70s. Time Tunnel, oh boy. We should watch those. We should go back and watch those and do a thing.
Like those is like a whole season, or is this a...
It didn't go on for many years, but it definitely had one season, and it's pretty cool. So they do go back in time, and there's like it's like a spiral time tunnel, and when they come out on the end, they're in like another time. and one guy's like a professor, and the other guy, he's some kind of an agent.
Eric
or something.
said it was one season.
One season, okay. Yeah. Rob Baum. I think everyone in the wake of Star Wars probably thought Star Wars with every science fiction offering on either big or small screen. Yeah, I think so. I think that's kind of like, became the litmus test for everything.
Yeah.
Quark. That's right, another good show, Quark.
That boring dude says Rick Springfield was an original Galactica movie and played Lieutenant Zack, and he smelled just like chicken.
Equine Affair in Massachusetts, Fran. Thank you. I didn't. I couldn't remember the actual event. That's what it was. Yeah, it was a big.
Equine Affair. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, Time Tunnel was cool. One season. Yeah. So we'll definitely get into that.
Yeah, so like I said, we'll be doing a couple of these TV shows. We're doing TV shows. We talked about doing movies. We said, there's so many TV shows out there that we want to kind of do a rundown for each one of them. So this was the one I picked. I'm sure we'll do Firefly one day.
Yeah, we will. Land of the Giants is another one.
So I think was it Land of the Giants is the same guy who did Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea.
Allen?
Yep.
Irwin Allen?
Irwin Allen did Voyage. So when Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea, he tried to sell them to do the next season of that. So instead of doing another season of it, they said, no, we don't want to do it. So he sold them that show instead.
Yeah. Springfield was also in an episode of The Incredible Hulk, Wonder Woman, and the Rockford Files.
I love the Rockford Files. I used to rewatch that every day when I got home from school in syndication.
Oh yeah, Rockford Files always on.
I think it was the Rockford Files. It was on early, and then it finally switched over to cartoons, which I watched. Go Joe, G.I. Joe, and Transformers.
Yep, there you go. Good stuff.
While cooking my frozen burrito in the toaster oven, that took 30 minutes, and then after you got it was either the frozen burrito after I got home from school. Or it was one of the pot pies that turned into lava when you tried to eat it. You're so hungry by the time it got done, you tried to eat it, and it's like burned the snot out of the roof of everything in your mouth, but you didn't care because you were so dang hungry. Like calling back memories there, Pete. It's like lava. That damn thing was burning hot. I was like, I'm so hungry. And then, of course, sometimes you couldn't wait that long, and you didn't let the top burn. Get that tan, and it was just like dough on top instead.
Space 1999.
The days,
awesome.
Yeah,
it was. I remember watching Space 1999 in the 70s, in the early 70s. I remember watching it, man, and
I've got to rewatch it. I think I only watched it in the 70s. I haven't seen it since.
No, I've watched it. I watched some of it. That's Boring Dude. Thanks for putting that up. Dirk Benedict says he based Starbucks' personality on Jim Rockford. No kidding.
I can see that.
Okay.
Rockford Files are great. I love the Trans Am. The Firebird, sorry. Actually, it's funny. I watched an episode of the Rockford Files while I was on my hiatus for a month because I had nothing else to do while someone was sleeping in the room. So I was just thumbing through and I was like, oh, look, the Rockford Files. And that and Bewitched.
Files. Yeah.
I watched like a number of Bewitched episodes as well.
Yeah, you can watch those. Those are pretty easy. That's not bad. Paul says hard as cooking pizza in the toaster.
Oh my gosh, you remember waiting for those things to get done? I was starving to death. You got home from school like, I'm so hungry.
Carl brought something up, and he mentions Otherworld. I think they use the Logan Run vehicles in a show called Otherworld. Exactly.
I remember Otherworld.
Otherworld was one of those like a mid-season replacement during the writer's strike, and it has elements of Stargate. If you watch that, you're like, wait a minute, that is that where they got the Stargate concept? It reminds you of it a lot, and I really enjoyed Otherworld a lot. I really liked that
one.
6 episodes, that's right. It was only 6 episodes, but a lot of the people involved in that went on to do a lot of other great things. I really enjoyed Otherworld.
Eric, The Magnificent Warrior script literally describes Cyrus Bellaby as looking like Agnes Moorehead from Bewitched.
Treasure Island was a blast. Yeah.
Treasure Island. Oh,
a lot of good stuff.
Is that the Disney one, or which Treasure Island are we talking about?
Paul, you gotta. Yeah, I mean, there's
the old Treasure Island was good, but the animated space Treasure Island was pretty damn good too.
Yeah, that's true. It's true. There's just so many good shows. And
you guys are awesome. We could talk. Looks like we could talk all night, evidently.
Oh yeah, we can just keep going off of everybody else.
I don't know what we're gonna. We'll have to figure out what we're gonna do next week. But we haven't picked a show for next week. So
Otherworld is on YouTube. Oh, yeah. Carl, I'm gonna check that out. Oh, Disney cartoon was Treasure Planet.
Yeah, okay. Treasure Planet. That's right. Sorry. Yeah.
Oh, Gilligan's Island, Jeff. Of course, Gilligan's Island.
Yeah.
Come on, how can we not talk about that? I'm gonna. You know what? I am going to, for a 6-hour marathon, Chris. I'm gonna put up some of my autographs of various celebrities that I met. Not the stuff that I purchased, but those that I met. So that includes Marianne and some of the others from various shows.
So, Skipper and.
Yes.
I can't remember the song.
We'll do that.
Hang on.
No, it'll be kind of cool. I think we'll have a good time with that. I'm looking forward to the 6-hour. We got a bunch of other things going as well. One of them, guys, is the conventions. Yep. Right. So I'm happy to see that Lola got her tickets. So that's awesome. Fran, I believe you're on their way there too. Paul is going. Sean, come on, Sean, if you can get there too, all you guys, it'll be really, really cool. We're going to have a great time. We expect to get at least one, possibly 2 panels, and a bunch of other things. We're going to try to get the Viper down there.
And if we get enough people, I'll see if we can put together a private dinner somewhere out right close by.
Yeah, that'd be fantastic. We'll have a really good time, guys. So I'm all set. Tickets and hotel all reserved. So I am definitely looking forward to that. Launch room ready. That's right, Paul. Thank you so much, Commander Kane. Fran, have tickets and room. Looking for roomies.
Lola might be looking for somebody, I think.
Yeah, Lola. Maybe hook up with Lola because she's got her tickets to Dragon Con as well. We're gonna have a great time.
Rooms are not cheap. Yeah.
No, yeah, we're gonna have a great time. Bring the grog. We will, Commander Kane. We're gonna have a great time. No. Oh, by the way, Chris, are you gonna bring your Lucifer and your Cylon Centurion?
That's the plan. Yes. So
you're gonna bring both.
Yeah. Usually we have a meetup on Sunday where everybody wears their stuff for a picture. So we do a big picture on Sunday. So that's always the plan, always this date. About 10 o'clock Sunday, we meet on the Hyatt back steps and take a photograph of everybody in uniform. Usually the people from the new Battlestar Galactica outnumber us, but we're gaining ground quickly with the old ones.
So cool, man.
We went from 2 Cylons to like 4 this year, and then before that, on Thursday we had a meetup, and then we had 7, I think, Cylons at that point. 7 or 8. So when you have that many Chrome people walking around, it's amazing. That's the biggest amount of Cylons I've ever seen. So
we're gonna have a good time. So that is
we
awesome.
Expect some more. In fact, you sent me a picture of somebody in Cylon uniform.
Whoa! Jeff says, BSG Viper, if we come, I will bring my Imperious leader and my Cylon.
There you go.
Slamming. Yeah. Check that out, guys. That's pretty damn cool. Very cool. Yep. So
that's Carl, isn't it? I don't know if it's Carl or that's Carl.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Representing, man. Got to represent.
Cool. Yeah. So it's looking good. And then we're actually We're debating on some of the others, guys. So if we could get some feedback, if any of you have actually been to either Pensacon or MegaCon.
Yeah, those are the two we're bouncing on in Florida. Pensacon and MegaCon are, I don't know which one to go to. They both look pretty good. And
can't do both.
We can't do both. We're not rich.
Can't do both. So we're going to pick one of the two. Want to know if any of you have actually been to either the MegaCon or Pensacon. Both of those are Florida conventions. We got to pick one. So let us know. Maybe we get some good feedback and make a decision on which one we're going to cover. So, Chris, do you have anybody in the green room? Just a quick check there to see if...
That'd be a big negative, sir.
Okay. All right.
Negative, Ghost Rider. The pattern is full.
He's on. Here's the code. All right. We have. He's online. He's using the code. Okay. If he's using the code, it should be working. Yeah. Should be clear because we have nobody else on either one of those lines. So, also we're coming in Alpha Shuttle. Yes. Perfect. Oh yeah.
Yeah. If who's giving you the info? If he's trying to make sure he's just shuts down all of his internet browsers and goes in with Chrome.
Yeah. All right. So if you're watching, please take care of business. We'll bring it right on. Dirk Benedict is an accomplished pianist.
Yes, we read that.
If he comes to Gen Con and we get a piano and he plays that. Yeah, I mean, if we could, that would be awesome.
Got to get him there. I'm trying to get people to. We're working it. I continuously beat on the people there. Actually, Denver's showed up some interest in it as well, so we'll find out.
Oh, look, John Repper just said MegaCon is fantastic on Saturdays. I went multiple days to MegaCon in 2013, 14, 15. 14 hosted 4 Galactica actors.
Wow.
All right.
Maybe I should reach out to MegaCon and say, hey.
Yeah, big vote for MegaCon. That's cool.
One of these cons had to bring everybody together for the 45th. Come on.
Denver, didn't you say that you reached
Denver
out
was looking. Denver found. I submitted a request to them and said, hey, this would be a great time to do it. And they thought that was a pretty good idea. Whether they're acting on that idea or not, cons are different. I mean, that's something we should probably do an entire show on. I'd love to interview somebody who does con stuff. How do you put the con together? How do you select guests? How do you, those would be really good questions to ask some people who put these things together. How can I get my guest here? That's what I want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. How much money do I have to pay you under the table to bribe you to pick my guest?
All right. Is anybody up on our screen?
Negative, Ghost Rider. Nope. Interview 1. Nope. Interview 2. Nope. Interview 3. Nope.
No.
No.
Nobody.
We ain't got nobody.
Anyway,
nobody.
So, hope everybody is planning their schedule for or making time for our marathon, because we are definitely looking forward to having a good time.
And what's that date again, Pete?
January 6th.
January 6th.
All right, it's a Friday, guys.
Friday, January 6th.
6 p.m. And we're gonna have a great time. It's gonna be 6 hours. And
unfortunately, it's not 24 hours, which I've tried.
Yeah, that's not happening just yet. But remember that we are not going to be on the 24th. We're going to be on the 23rd instead. So November 23rd will be live.
Turkey Day will be Wednesday.
Yeah.
We'll be broadcasting Wednesday, not Turkey Day.
Yes, Wednesday the 23rd.
I'd broadcast Turkey Day, but how many people out there are going to watch us on Turkey Day?
No.
It's time for you guys to be thankful and with your family. Yeah. And of course, we're always... Yeah. Our thankfulness at that point in time would be for all of the fans out there that follow us, or all the fans out there that watch us, and all the fans that support the fandoms in whichever way, writers or just people who buy stuff. That's we're thankful for all those people.
And I am thankful that I found this.
Dun dun dun. Oh, it's got a little Daggett.
How about that?
I want to take. I got to open it up now.
There. Huh?
The mini
That's
mates.
pretty cool.
I've got the bad guy set. I don't have that set.
I have a bad guy set too, but this is the one I kept telling you that I couldn't find, and I finally found it. There it is.
A Daggett with a tail, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, that's right.
One of the hard things to find in the world.
Yeah. There you go, man.
You want you were showing off? I can show you the I went on a raider raid.
Oh, bring it up because we're going to be doing some filming with that.
Yeah, I'm gonna try some. I'm gonna try some cool stuff with it.
Yes, and we also going to mention that Facebook is a little glitchy, guys. So we're going to film a public service announcement for everybody to make sure you are following us on Facebook because there's some kind of an issue. So please make sure that we've invited. We've invited thousands of you guys.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, some of you are I don't know, it's not following, but we're going to film a PSA and show you, make sure everybody's doing it right. Because,
if you go to our page and say, actually, I think I can pull that up. Let's do it real quick.
So we're going to
so we can see
we
it.
want to get to that 10,000 mark.
Wow, we got to get to that 10,000 mark sooner or later. Taking the screen share, desktop capture.
Fran says the hotel where I stayed for the equine affair was on, I swear, Daggett Lane.
Ha! I got to see a picture of that one. That'd be cool.
Yep, that is awesome. Oh, boy.
Give me 1 second.
I love it. He's not on, John. Chris just checked it again.
Yep.
Don't know why, but no. But
I
that's
don't remember
okay.
how to do this. So
we'll have them all on.
Go to your profile. This is my profile.
Yeah.
That's me with Richard Hatch. Go to your profile. It is crap. More. This is why it's so bad.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
Is it more? No.
I don't know. You had it down pat.
I had it down pat the other day. This is my anyways. It's
somewhere in
more groups. There it is. More
groups.
More groups.
Yeah. Not your last name. More MORE.
Yep. Why is it not groups? More.
Yeah, there it is. Go down more. Go to groups. Isn't it? Groups?
I'm in groups. I don't see it here. Groups.
Oh, for crying out loud!
Like I said, this is really hard to find. It's more.
Did you go to pages? No.
More. Yeah, it is pages. Where's that? You see pages?
It's kind of small, but it's somewhere in here. And
I'm feeling stupid now. I was going to go through this today, and I forgot all about it.
Yeah, we looked at it, and it took you even last time.
Yeah,
guys, there is so many of you. It's unbelievable that a lot of you are not following IFB. Your screen is different than mine. Yeah, no kidding. He's got it set, Chris. He has it, Chris Laskowski. He's got it set so that it's not a white background. It's like that dark background, so it looks.
So it doesn't flash on my face.
Yeah,
but that's.
Are we supposed to do it when Triple T can't even do it? That's right.
I know. It's yeah. I don't ever do it on my page. I guess that's my problem.
Yeah.
I'm always on the IFB page.
We're gonna
try this
as a separate PSA, but yeah.
Home. Anyway. There it is. There's home.
Yeah. Okay.
See all.
See all.
There it is. Group.
Yeah. And then?
Oops. That's not create group. Home.
So you go to home.
Home.
And then what? And then
see all. And then it is pages.
Pages. Okay. Go to pages. And where's the invite
invites?
One? Yeah, invites. There it is. That's right.
So you have to go to home.
That. Right.
It's home.
Yeah.
See all.
Pages.
Yeah. Invites.
And then invites.
And these will show your invites. And look for us in there. And then if all else fails, just go to a page and see if I'm logged in as myself. I should be able to go to IFB and make sure you have liked.
Hundreds.
And if you hit down here, you hit liked. The easy button on this. Go to IFB, make sure it says liked, hit 3 dots, hit following. Or hit follow if it's not say following.
Yeah, please do that because we've sent literally, no joke, several hundred invites.
And we're really kind of curious if what's going on because there's people out there that that we know have followed us.
Yeah.
But it doesn't show that you're following us.
It's a little glitchy, but then there's others that
we want to make sure it's not a glitch. We want to make sure it's a glitch and not just something else. It's really weird.
100 invites that we've sent out, several hundred. It's probably in the thousands now. And so please, we're working our way to that 10,000 mark. I mean, our reach is a little over 70,000. So we're constantly making our way up. And we appreciate everybody that's watching, everybody that supports us. We're all about the fans, and we have a great time with everyone. And thank you very much for tuning in. And so, Chris, let's jump into the scrapbook.
All right, so it's scrapbook time.
Scrapbook time.
Oh, wait a minute. I got to show my stuff off. You got to show your new stuff off.
Yeah.
Show mine.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Go on. What do you got?
All right. So I'm gonna move over.
Better be
I'm gonna do the overhead.
And I'm gonna show off.
Yeah.
Show off. Yes. So we're going to be doing some filming with that Raider. Chris has some fancy equipment that he got.
I'm going to play with it. Can you hear me?
We're going to have a really good time with some of that.
Can you hear me?
So, yes, we can.
Okay.
We're going to have you'll see. You guys will, you're going to get a kick out of it.
Have fun with it.
Yeah, you're going to get a kick out of some of this. So, it's of course, it's going to have the Raider in it, so it'll be old Battlestar Scrapbook.
I went Raider rating.
Yeah.
So, I got the titanium die-cast one. I haven't opened it up yet because I think I'm going to be using the more expensive one that I found. So this is a titanium series die-cast. There's a lot of these online. They're about $30 to $50. Really cool, nice, really nice lines and details on it. It's nice. And then Hot Wheels made them for the 35th anniversary. So
yeah.
This is the 35th. I don't think I'll be opening this one. I definitely will keep this one up. I have the so there's a San Diego Comic-Con special one that's chrome, and I have that one too. It's over on the shelf. I can get that a little bit, but that's the Hot Wheels version of it, and that's kind of cool. So I definitely won't be opening this one. I don't think I'm going to do this. This one was the most expensive one, and this is by a company called Joyride. And it's a little larger. Here's my hand, so you can see it's a medium size. Got really good detail.
It looks great, man. Look at that.
And then it's great that it's got a little stand with it that has. Here, come on, focus, damn it.
By the way, the Hot Wheels had a gold Viper.
Chrome Viper. They have a gold Viper? I don't know about, but Chrome I know they did.
Paul says there was a gold Viper, so.
I've been looking for the Chrome Viper. So this is kind of the nice, and even the under detail is nice.
Yeah, it is. It's really cool. I like it a lot.
So that's this is probably what I'm going to be using for the filming piece.
Don't forget to open it.
This is I don't know if you can see it, but this is kind of unique.
Move it up.
I didn't even know it did it until I looked it up online. The front actually opens up.
Move it up so we can without breaking it.
There it is.
That's insane. That's crazy. What?
And there's little guys inside. I think they're
Cylons, man.
So,
Jeff, you have a couple of Joyrides? Nice. Good for you, man. I never even knew that they made those.
Come on, focus.
Out of focus. Come on. There we go. Oh.
That's the little Cylons on the inside.
Oh boy, look at that. That's
there's
pretty cool.
There's 2 loose, and then you have to. I don't know. There's no way I can get it back there, but if you look real closely, in the back end of it, there's a 3rd one. Come on. I need a new camera. This is an older one.
Okay. Oh, there they are. 2 guys. Back. 2 down.
Yeah.
2 down.
If you look way in the back, you might see the 3rd guy. He's sitting down.
You have to crazy glue those guys in.
Yeah, but that's kind of cool because I didn't know it opened up. So it was a nice, and there's different seasons, by the way. So I didn't know this either. Different series, I should say. I don't know if it's a series 1 or 2 or whatever, but or 2 or 3. But one of the series has a gold or the green.
No way.
Like the Mattel toy had.
Get out of here.
It's got the gray. They have another one that has a green.
No way. Paul stands corrected. It's the chrome.
It's chrome. Okay, yeah.
Right.
I have the. I'll get it. Hang on. Cool. You want to see it? I'll get it. Hang on.
Oh my God, that is so cool. I did not know that Raider was. Hey, do you guys know if they made a Viper as well, or was it just a Raider that came out? Because I missed it. I missed those. I did not know they came out. The Viper, that Raider is really, really nice, man. And if they did make a Raider, a Viper, I bet you it would be really cool. Looks like the songs I've been drinking. Don't fly drunk.
Yeah. So this is the Hot Wheels Special Edition. I think it was San Diego Comic-Con. I can't find it. I can't find it written there anywhere.
Why?
But 2013.
Why do you have all the Cylon stuff, man?
Because the Colonial stuff's boring.
Wow,
but that's the chrome one.
I remember seeing that on eBay, and it was like, that's just too much.
They aren't easy. Wow. They aren't easy to find on eBay with a good price. Now I love these because they actually have. Come on. See the tail end? They're blue.
Ooh, oh, that's cool. Jeff Walters says Vipers and Raiders, but I can't tell you how much I love my Raider and Viper that Dan Joplin made. The dude is an artist. They light up and everything. Wow, that's good stuff, man. Yeah.
So that, and we're talking about doing a new series. I have I bought some cards for our new series on the show. We're looking to do non-sports cards. So we'll be looking to do.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, everybody, we reached out to the non-sports card review, the magazine that does all that, and that reviews, cards and it's there you go. And I didn't even know that Magnum had cards. Yeah. And so we're working on getting an interview with staff from the magazine. It's the only magazine out there left that goes over cards, non-sports cards. And Jeff, I just got the picture. I'm going to send it to Chris, see if we can get that up, because that is really cool. Jeff Walters just sent a picture of a Raider jewelry piece that he has.
Oh.
Yeah, very cool. Joyride Raiders since 2003. Yeah, you didn't know that it opened up, John. I didn't even know that the thing existed, but that's a whole other thing. So I'm glad that we did get to see that.
We didn't get to see the pictures of this. So I just wanted to show these real quick before we go across. So this is the we're in the bad guy section with the scrapbook.
Yeah.
That has color pictures in the scrapbook, and of course this is one of the great photos. I actually just did a special photo of this. We'll be pushing out here shortly. It's kind of for IFB. It's kind of neat. I got a GIF. We made a GIF out of this.
Yeah, it's really cool.
And we've got how bad reflected are we? All right, some of the glossy pages are always harder to get. So great photos. The Land Ram, the Viper. And of course,
of course. I love the Land Ram, and you put on Athena.
Sorry, Athena's the best.
Eric says, I remember cards for King Kong 76 and the most bizarre Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band.
No, really? Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's cool.
Of course, of those
Yeah.
Cylons shooting down
Yeah.
the Viper there. And of course, we don't need, this is just. It's funny, though, they put the exact same photo,
Almost exact.
almost the exact same photo on both of those.
Yeah. What a waste.
It's like
they could have put
they
on
could have
some,
put so much better, like another, like one exploding like that, That's a much better photo they could have put
It's
there
cool.
twice.
I mean, you got to admit it is cool.
Yeah.
The pictures are awesome. When this came out, there wasn't a lot of this out there, if any at all. So it's just really, really
And once
cool.
another great. I like this guy. He's put a lot of colonial deaths in this thing.
What's the matter with you?
Look at that.
I was there. Remember, I went to that location to where they filmed that. And,
Yeah.
and I did a little video because they're tearing
And
it
if you
down.
get to watch
so.
the upscaled version of the Battlestar Galactica, you'll see that these are 4x8 sheets of plywood
Plywood. Yeah.
that they hid
Yep.
the pyrotechnics underneath of.
Yep. That's right.
All right, so we're ready now. We can go. I'll move back over so we can talk the scrapbook. What the next chapter is.
We're going to talk Boltar, and it's so like the setup as usual, guys, is it's all about a little bit of character development. Whoop, I'm going to stand.
No, you better stand.
And so John Kaliko's Boltar, right? So each one of these, as he starts, he begins, he talks a little bit about the character and a little bit of his breakdown or insights into the background story of who and what the character is, and the possible inspirations for the character. And then at one point, it goes into his professional background. How he made his way. John Kaliko's made his way to Battlestar Galactica. So Boltar, the name Boltar, of course, doesn't appear in in Greek mythology.
Yeah,
So,
he says something in the book though, but he doesn't reference it, which kind of irritated me. I didn't have time to look it up.
well, he says that it's probably derived from the ancient Canaanite god of darkness and shadow.
Right, but what's the name of that Canaanite darkness? Oh, God of darkness and
right,
shadow.
correct.
He didn't put that in there. He should have.
No, yeah.
That would have been a nice section to put that into, but
Yeah.
I'll have to look it up later, see if I can come up with a name.
It's generic. The backstory to the to Boltar is very generic stuff that we all know. It wasn't really that original.
Right.
Chris, I don't know. Right?
I think John Kaliko says that I think he mentions in here that the bad guy on a scale of 1 to 10, bad guy wise, Baltar's a 15. And he says it's one of the most challenging bad guy roles, because he used to play. If you look at most of his other, he's a very big Shakespearean actor. He did a lot of plays. He did a lot of those kind of things. And if you want to know what they all are, I mean, they're listed in here. I was just blown away with the amount of plays and shows that he's done besides television shows before he went into television. And it's funny that he talks about him and Adama or Lauren Green were in a show where he played the good guy and Lauren Green played the bad guy. And it's funny how he switches out. He also says something in regards to bad guys have more fun.
Yes, all of that. Yes, Eric Padden says shot at the Long Beach Civic Center, which was just torn down. If you scroll through some of our videos that we have online, I actually filmed a little spot
before they tore it down.
Yeah, before they tore it down. I was there on vacation not too long ago, and I filmed a little homage to what was left of it. But anyway, yeah, you're right, and that was kind of cool. But that's it. It's kind of short and sweet. I was really, I was hoping that this had a little
just
bit
the
more
number
to
of
it.
Broadway shows that he was on.
Yeah,
and then how he went to London.
Yeah,
and was one of the big companies in London. He was part of that for a while.
Oh, Rob just put something up. They were in Hamlet, and I also think the mini
Hamlet, where he played the good guy, and Adama played King Lear.
Yeah. So, that's interesting. All right, cool. Um, Chris, I sent you a picture
Okay.
that I just got from Jeff. I don't know if you're gonna be able to pull that up, but
Of course I
at
can.
least
You
at least
talking to me?
the jewelry,
Holy
yeah.
crap! I want
Look
one.
at that. That's insane. I've
I would
never
wear
ever.
that. That's the sad thing, is I would wear that.
You would.
I
You
would.
would. I believe you would.
I
Yeah.
would. I know
You'd
there's an
break.
Imperious Leader on um, eBay right now. I've thought about bidding on, but I don't know. It's in rough shape.
That. Yeah. You should wear it though. Yeah.
I
If you
would
got that,
wear
you have
that.
to wear it.
Actually, I talked to my
Nobody.
daughter. My daughter's got a jeweler she knows. She's like, I think I can get something made for you if you want it. I was
Bling
like,
bling. That's right, Paul. Isn't that insane? That's so cool. And we have some other really cool pictures that we have to put up somehow, that
what's that?
Jeff shared on his model, which is fantastic. It's all lit up. Thanks for sharing that, Jeff. We're gonna get those up. I definitely want to do. Um, I want to have an episode where we just talk about convention experiences and meeting, just all the stars from all our favorite shows, and putting up some of some pictures and stuff and
Show
things.
off your
So,
favorite Battlestar Galactica related
yeah, that'd be
item.
kind of cool. Yeah, you know what? Let's do that for the marathon.
Yeah.
Let's do that for the marathon, and we'll have you guys come on. Give us a yeah, so Jeff. We definitely want to have you on. Rob, everybody. All our regulars,
Right.
the usual
We'll set up.
suspects.
We need to set up
Yeah.
We'll set up some kind of a time sheet.
Yes.
And that
Yep.
people will have to give 10 minutes between, because otherwise you jump on top of somebody and they're
Yeah,
not
you're
going to be
not
able to come
wrong.
on. So, or we
So
can do it
let's.
via. I can do it on 2 computers, and we can do it via Zoom.
I think I'd rather do it on the VMix because it's just
Okay.
so much better. So we'll do it on the VMix, guys. During the marathon, we're gonna have you come on. We're gonna have a really good time with this, and I want to, let's show off some of our stuff. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. The next character, Chris, really quick. Let's just.
Yep.
Do you want to do? Sayuri, or do you
Yes,
want to
we can do
wait?
Sayuri. That's fine.
Yeah.
I read up on that
So
one too.
yeah.
I
So
don't like. I didn't. Sayuri in the show. Oh, he just gets his word. Get my goat.
yeah,
He really.
great.
I
Yeah,
just want to
Ray
smack
Moran.
the snot out of him.
Which is exactly the feelings, right, that the writers and the actual casting want you to have,
Yeah.
right? It evokes. This is something that was written and created out of someone's imagination, and he comes on and he does what he's supposed to do. He
Right.
pisses you off, and that's how good the acting and writing and filming is, that it was well cast. So we know, the background is pretty much, generic.
Well,
And
yeah,
he's from Wales.
yeah,
an
he's from
Englishman.
Wales. He doesn't want to be called
Yeah.
English. You're going to call him. He's from. He's a Welshman. He will not
Welsh,
want to be.
yeah.
He doesn't want to be called an Englishman.
Exactly. Yeah.
He's educated at King's College, University of Wales. Served at the Household Cavalry. I don't know what that is, but that's the military service for them.
Yeah, that's like a big to do.
Yep.
So-
And
Yeah, that's a big to do.
during his first, what blows my mind, his first year in Hollywood, he made 5 films.
Yeah, he's
Like,
well known,
wow.
man. He's well known.
Wow.
Yeah.
Talk about a rising star.
Oh, no question about it. No question about it. And then, but it doesn't, again, it doesn't do the man justice. He's done so much, but we don't really get into it. The 20 Yarn reunion in LA in '98 was the best con I've been to. So many galactic actors were, including John Colicos, and pictures with the actors were free. All autographs were included with the admission price.
Wow.
Remember those days were, yeah. Milan was the best of the council villains. Too bad they didn't get him to return. That's from Eric. And of course,
Yeah,
John was
I
talking about
agree.
that.
I think he would have been a good returning character. Now, he does return in the books. Some of the books he does come back in a little bit. But right after the attack on Carillon, he just disappears. You never hear from him again. Does he? Does he get killed there? Does he get left behind?
We don't know.
There's no solution to the there's no answer to that.
Yeah, where did that guy go? Colin says, have the Cylon Armada go after Sayuri. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Agreed.
But so we had John Kalikos and then Sayuri, and then we can do President Adar next week probably.
Yeah, we'll finish that
because
up.
the chapter's called the Week and the Wicked, and then the Sayuri and the President Adar are the weak ones.
The weak ones. So we'll just finish that out next time. But
and then
so it's look, the scrapbook is great for what it was.
Oh, I got to save around.
What?
I forgot to mention something.
What do you got?
I also got something in the. I was able to find somebody was selling.
What do you got?
So, this is how much of a nut I am.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So you're like, what the hell is this? This is a VCR tape.
Yep.
That somebody recorded back in 1983. Battlestar Galactica and the A-Team on it. So they're like, so what, Battlestar Galactica wasn't on in 83. They did telemovies. This has one of the telemovies on it with the period commercials. So we're going to do a special invite for people who want to come watch that sometime. So
we're going to have a lot of fun.
Have fun with that one. And then, of course, Pete and I both picked up. I picked up the English version.
Yeah.
And he has the American version.
Yeah, that's right.
And they are different.
They match up. Well, they do kind of match up, though. Remember?
Yep.
We did.
A little. They match up, but picture-wise, they're a little off.
No, picture-wise, they're off. Correct. I'm sorry. Eric says he is visible in the cutscene of the survivors singing the hymn that wasn't used. Ooh, very interesting.
Yeah.
But cool. Well, guys, look. So that was something we were going to hold off on. I'm glad you brought that up, Chris. So we're going to have, for those that are interested, invite guest list, and we're going to have a private screening of that. So stay tuned for that. And remember that our next week, for those that are watching live, we're going to be broadcasting on the 23rd of November, right at 8:00. So that's what we're going to do. So it's a Wednesday instead of the Thursday, but it's because of the holiday. So stay tuned for that, and we'll announce who's coming on. As a matter of fact, look, sometimes it gets a little. We do have somebody scheduled. We're going to reconfirm, but we do have somebody scheduled for the 23rd. It's going to be very interesting, and we'll put that out after the weekend. But I think, Chris, I think it's that time.
It is that time, unfortunately. But we will be back, just like we are every week. Hopefully you join us then. I would say every Thursday, but next week it's Wednesday. So join us Wednesday next week.
That's right. So, Jeff says the Imperious Leader hopes everyone has a great Thanksgiving, but stay away from microwaves.
So yeah, I guess now that I'm gonna now it's I'm thinking of a Galactica 1980 torture session on Thanksgiving Day. You know what normally I do on Thanksgiving Day is I actually watch
Hocus Pocus.
No, that's every Halloween we watch Hocus Pocus. We did it again this year.
All right.
Maybe this year Thanksgiving we should. I normally watch Thanksgiving on. I watch Mystery Science Theater 3000. They have a marathon online on YouTube.
Okay.
So if you're interested, look up the MST3K, Mystery Science Theater 3000, or Mystery Science Theater 2000. They also stream every day on Twitch. So if you go to Twitch, they're streaming some of their older shows all the time. So if you ever want to catch Mystery Science Theater 3000 or 2000, it's always there. But they always do a Thanksgiving Day marathon. I think it's on YouTube usually. So I try to catch that between whatever else is going on. I'm not a big football player. I would always watch, when I was growing up, we'd always have to watch the Lions game. And they always lost. But that was the big thing. You knew it was Thanksgiving because the Lions were playing. So, but yeah, you check out Mystery Science Theater 3000. It's another thing you should get. But I'm now thinking maybe it's the Galactica 1980 thing I needed to look at. Yeah,
might be.
So, the night the Cylons landed.
Yeah, right. Thanks for watching, everyone. Really appreciate it.
I just ran on there for a little while, didn't I? Anyways,
no, that's okay. That's okay. We love having everybody on board. Keep clicking the thumbs up and the follow. Don't forget to follow as well.
Don't forget to go there and hit the follow button.
Oh, yeah. If you want to contact us, email is info@interfleetbroadcasting.com. Don't forget that we are on Spotify. We have podcasts as well of the show, and we're going to have more. So stay tuned for those. I'll let you know when we start releasing some more of the shows as podcasts. Stay safe. See you at our next show, and keep the faith. And Chris?
Yeah, so thanks again. Fans are awesome. And of course, it wasn't for you, fandoms would die. So here's again to you. Again to you. Here, I haven't been drinking enough tonight. I need to start drinking more, maybe. Yes, so here's to you again. Thank you for being a fan. And of course, fans feel the fleet. And that's why I'm going to start drinking more liquor instead of alcohol and beer.
Thanks, Fran.
Yeah, thanks, Fran. You're awesome. Hear that? That sounds good too. All right, so take care. Once again, we will see you Thursday. Don't mess up. Don't mess up.
Thursday.
I mean, Wednesday. I just messed up.
Wednesday.
Man, I need to drink more.
Not me. See, mediocre modelers.
I don't get it. I mean, I need to drink more because I'm too sober for this show. I need to be drunker. So I need to be a little bit more buzzed for this show. Otherwise, it's not going to be as good. So anyways, thanks again. You guys are awesome. You guys and gals are awesome. You people are awesome. You fans are awesome. And we will see you on Wednesday, 8 o'clock. Take care. And till then, stay safe.
Fans feel the fleet, guys.
Fans
Thanks.
feel the fleet. Bye-bye.